This is the Nikon F55 35mm single lens reflex camera. It was introduced in 2002 and it was a budget entry-level offering by the company. It's very easy to use. We've got a nice autofocus lens attached to the camera at the moment, and we have a pop-up flash, as you can see. The autofocus is fairly sharp. The lens on here at the moment is quite a nice little lens. It's multi-mode, so at the moment I've set it to manual, but I can have it aperture priority, shutter priority, program, or auto everything. I've got 5 icon driven modes in addition to that. I have got a couple of little buttons over here which are for the metering system and over and under exposure. I have a button for my self timer here. Here I have one command dial on the back, and I have my diopter adapter for the times when I would choose not to wear my glasses. At the back here we have the mandatory little window to show me what film I'm using. On this side of the camera I have the pop-up flash operation. I have a button for auto bracketing, so if I'm unsure of the exposure. I have my lens release button here, and a nice chunky switch to switch between autofocus and manual. On the front I have an autofocus assist lamp. Opening the back of the camera, it's very simple, pull down switch here. You can see that it has DX coding to measure the rating of the film. It has a vertical plane shutter, and it has shutter speeds from 1/2000th of a second through to 30 seconds, so quite usable. It's a nice little camera. What I particularly like about this one is it came with this very nice 28 to 100mm lens. Now that in itself is an issue though. This camera has the motor built into the camera body. Therefore some Nikon lenses will work with it and some Nikon lenses will not work with it. What I like about it is that means this lens, because it does not have a motor in the lens, will work with my full frame Nikon, which is really nice because I actually bought this for, well, not very much money at all, and there is no way that I could buy the lens alone for the money that I paid for the entire camera. It won't work on all cameras though, so you have to check. If your camera takes a Nikon AFS lens, then this lens won't work on it apart from in manual mode, so I can use the front focusing part of it. But apart from that, it just won't autofocus because the newer, smaller Nikon bodies have the motors in the lens, not in the body. The bigger Nikon cameras still use the same mechanism that this does, which is actually quite incredible because this is a very small, light camera, and it is really quite beautiful in its own way. So if you want to buy a film camera, if you want to buy a Nikon film camera, this is what, nearly 20 years old, and it will cost you around about £40 for the whole thing, including the lens. And if you want to get into film photography, this is an excellent little machine to do it.